think we got this. Mic check. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? Mic check. Yep. Okay. Cam check. All right. So I am testing out this new. Well, I guess it's not like new, but this Atom Suite stream suite thing. Unfortunately, you kind of can't test whether the stuff is gonna work or not until you actually go live. So if you guys gotten like several notifications, or whatever, my bad on that one. It's just that it's just gonna naturally do that. Oh, it actually took away all my tags. No. Oh man, okay. So for invalid use of special characters, really? Okay, I see. Rogue S11. Chill. Friendly, I guess. Or I probably gotta figure out some more tags too, but yeah, it's not gonna let me like update it. It says save. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, so it did save. All right, so we got all those going on. IBM was going on. With that being said, I guess same old, same old. The goblin event is gone. Same old, same old. So that is unfortunate, but I guess next week the tower comes out, right? Actually, I was just trying to figure out if you're supposed to get a patch today or not. I was for sure that maybe we'll get some patch notes or something for based on next week's stuff, but yeah, nothing about that. So maybe everything just comes all next Tuesday or next week. All right, well, we'll see if going this route was connection issue. Oh, this one's really good. This is a good epic rap battles of history. Okay. Well, that happened. Okay. Well, at least the good news about this particular app is that I can restart much quicker. much faster than I could before. That's a plus. But that was weird though. It just kind of just like stopped. Like just like, hold on, let me move this thing back over. Alright. Let's go at the whispers. Or sure. I wonder why it doesn't save my whatchamacallit though. Like each time I pull up the OBS again, like the whatchamacallits don't save. Oh, whoops. There we go. Yeah. Actually, the chat's way too small. Let me see something. Let me see. Oof. Actually, the chat's like really big. Okay. I'm gonna have to scroll up or scroll often. Oh well. Try to figure out whether I want to go ahead and try to roll accelerating for this particular version, or should I just continue to work on the push version for the tower. I don't know. So I want to try both versions out for the tower, but it's really hard to try to try to gear both. Okay, what does that put me in? Right, Pit has a whisper. Is there some like a real quick one? See what 80 feels like. Should be able to one shot everything with every wave. think I'm like running into walls more than anything. Works.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need?
This one. I guess with the goblin event gone, I'm assuming like that means all the open world goblins are gone too, huh? Katie was up. Try to hit coffers, but I don't think I want to do. Oh well, I'll take this coffer though. How's it going though, sir? What if I move this? Let's see. I actually don't like my chat usually on this side or on this monitor, but I think I might prefer it this way this time.
It is done.
Dungeon keys. Actually, kind of looks. Actually, does kind of look good on this monitor.
Magic is neither good nor evil. How may I help you?
Oh, these are bad. There we go. All right, let's like more boss farming. Actually, you know what? Let's see what we got here. Like probably not as many people are like farming because like like the goblin event is gone, so people are just like, all right, they kind of already did everything they were gonna do in that time frame, and now they're probably just sitting there waiting for those who already got what they wanted. Yeah. It is empty here. Guys, how to fix out of memory? Are you trying to stream or just in general? Because like the game itself has a pretty massive memory leak that you really kind of can't, like, there isn't too much that you can do about it, other than like lowering your texture graphic settings, whatever like that. I would not do, ultra texture quality, specifically if you're streaming, because you're gonna literally run out of memory no matter what graphics card you got, and you're gonna crash. But if you're just playing to be playing and you're running out of memory, that could be a different thing, just in general. Well, like I said before, like the game itself has a pretty massive memory leak. So, yeah, honestly, I would tone down the graphic settings, primarily the texture quality. Like no matter how beast of a like system you got, like it doesn't at the end of the day, it generally just doesn't really matter. Like you're gonna run out of memory at some point, depending on how long you're playing, and then you're gonna just crash. And there are some people out there who don't experience that at all, but they're like the kind of like the lucky select few who don't. AKA like the exceptions to the rule. Yeah, it sucks. It really does suck, but it really is the game itself. Because do you run out of memory when you play other games? Like when you play other high intense, like like games that are demanding, like do you ever run out of memory then? Because if the answer is no, then is definitely a Diablo thing, and you have to kind of play nice. 2G, really? I have only in D4. Yep. Then it's really not your system then. Yeah. I probably would not go above high settings. And if you're using an NVIDIA GPU or whatever, you can go up to about quality if you would like. But do not do ultra for the texture quality. Don't do it. I can just throw this in the ground, I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot the edges. I forgot. I keep forgetting they made that change. Take a look. Have fun with this. Yeah, man. You're welcome. Trust me, I know the problem all too well, and it sucks. I still experience it, but that's also because I'm also trying to like dual stream and also play. So I'm gonna run into more issues naturally. Also appreciate the follow. I think I might just go to town and sell. I don't like throwing everything on the ground on the side like this. Gives me a special kind of anxiety.
Better than starting from nothing.
Is the build you would recommend for someone just starting this season that wants to play Rogue? Maybe if you're just starting Rogue for the first time, probably not this one. Not that you can't and that this is bad, but like if you're just starting Rogue, I don't know if this is the starter one I would recommend. I would recommend something like Heartseeker. Heartseeker, Flurry. Those would be like my two, or even like Dance of Knives, I guess you could say too as well. Those are like pretty easy entry level. Actually I don't want to say entry level because that sounds bad. I'll say those are easy entry builds, I guess you could say, that are easy to play and put together. Yeah. So Rain is not difficult per se. It's just that like it's not hard if you're a rogue player to understand it. But someone coming from like a different class might have some challenges trying to get to the specific breakpoints or the specific cooldown numbers and stuff like that, so you don't get like stuck or anything, if that makes sense. Like with Heartseeker, you can't really get stuck. You may not have the might have some issues with energy resource management, but those are easily to fix. Whereas like if you don't have enough cooldown with random arrows, that's not really an easy fix. But it's a really fun build to play though. Stop giving me freaking 2 GA Locrians. Why can't I get GA Portal Cons? That one's actually kind of good. I wish I had more exciting things for you to watch, but I mean this is pretty much it for First sanctification. What class do you normally play, Ron? Rowan? Is it Rowan? 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 Ron. Okay. I think I had it right the first time, but I questioned myself. You've been playing Necro with a set of Barb. Okay. I don't know how he caught me when I was like concealed. I keep forgetting. Main powder season so far, but Boris or farming. Literally and figuratively. Main Paladin is definitely the star of the season. But I mean, I get it. I mean, for me, the Paladin archetype never really interests me. Like, I was never really, I didn't really play D2 like that, so I don't have like that nostalgia. You know, the Paladin coming into the game. But I mean, I'm happy for everyone else, right? But for me, the Paladin archetype was never really an interest of me. Keep getting like a pretty mediocre damage versus distance. So out of Necro and Barb, which one is your favorite class?
They were nothing. Did you truly think all of this would be that easy? You think you've won? This is just the beginning.
Use it well.
Let me check something. Other duck, I can't see it. Okay, I guess that works. Too bad I don't really care about the chat though, but I can't really get rid of it. Okay, so I can't get rid of. Well, I guess I could. I just don't know how. It. I did not do what I want. I am Activity reaction. Yeah, I can't even move it. They don't give me the option to. Yeah, none. That's odd. I think I'm gonna have to try to like Google it and figure that out later. Necro, unless it's a minion build, not a fan of them. That's kind of funny. Most people are like love Necro builds. What makes you not like Necro builds? Must admit, ever since season 6, Rogue has not been fun enough to clip because of Shadow Clone. So, I totally understand that. I complain about it straight to the devs every single season. Literally, like no lie. I don't think we're gonna get anything different about it though. Like, it's just gonna be what it is. Until the expansion. I don't see anything changing. Since season 0, everyone complaining clone does nothing. Leave my clone. Yeah, it just went from one extreme to another. I think that's kind of the issue. It went from doing nothing to being your character, like literally your character, and you not mattering at all, really. I think most people kind of wanted something more in the middle, but at the same time though, it's incredibly hard to make clone good enough but not be OP at the same time. Like, there's a real fine line between it being like too strong and also being like useless. And I think it'll be really difficult for Blizzard to kind of to find that line, like to find the correct line for that. I think that's why Woody Joe always, like every time it's talked about, Woody Joe always says just remove it and give us a different ultimate altogether. Because you're never gonna. He feels like you're never gonna really be able to balance it correctly. Which, I mean, I guess he does. He does have a point though. And also too, if you remove clone, you have to rebalance all the rogue. Well, remove clone, but if clone isn't effective, you have to rebalance all the rogue because everything that is remotely decent on rogue has clones inside, right? You're fair, you can use Barrage to think of it as a standard after. I think the barrage effect is actually kind of cool. I like what they did with that. But yeah, as a class, we practically suck without clone unless you're playing Death Trap or Renoveros, which are basically also ultimates just like clone. realize I was already full again. One build you want back is Shadows Twisting Blades. Yeah, I think with the way that the game ends up being, like, it just Shadow Imbuement just doesn't scale. Even with like the new uniques to help out Shadow Imbuement, it's just still not enough to make it scale enough
My hammer. Better than starting from nothing.
for it to be worth. Yeah, Shadow Imbuement back in the day was actually kind of nice. Was kind of neat. I actually kind of enjoyed the whole dual imbuement thing. Usually I would go Shadow and Cold, but I would do Shadow Poison for leveling, which was really good. Maybe you triple it in for sure. I felt like Flurry definitely needed triple for the output. Just to get the output up there, but you can do pin. I was able to do like spam pin shot with or I think just rapid fire only, no generator or anything like that with triple imbuement because it attacks low enough for it. Frosty with the sub, appreciate you. How's it going? Four more months before two. Yeah. How you been? I mean, I guess I'll that crap. So kind of. Just working gaming. Mm, 11 is too low, really. Now I think about it. Did you get any new pieces, Peachin? For Barrage, not for Fury. Oh, did you ever figure out any more interactions with the whatchamacallit? You slam 2 win force back to back with both legendary aspect. It's really the lack of crit, really? That's what did it? I think you said you was like at 90 something, even without that seems huge, man. I feel bad for Barrage though, because like Barrage is actually like a. It's really a fun setup to play. Probably the only build that gives you any satisfaction because it literally plays like Flurry. Just has a. It's just you just have arrows shooting out instead of like blades fanning in or fanning around you. I mean, you triple rapid fire, triple with rapid fire to clear a little before. Yeah, we did. Actually, yeah, we did do that. Yeah, because we needed we we needed more damage, so we just did triple imbuement. I want to see if I can get like another stand. Maybe I can make this mod over here like a more of a vertical, rather than keeping it horizontal. Then I can kind of do what I really want with the chat. It's kind of hard too with the way my setup is right now. That's actually not bad. Rodden, what's going on? Yeah, I don't know if I can get used to this chat on this right monitor. It's gotta go back on my left. It's so weird. Just I gotta pull up my YouTube still from the left back to the right. Actually, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Let's throw this in the stash of that. Talking what's going on? How's the season been for me? It's been okay. I will say that I've definitely had a bit more fun this season than I had the past previous ones. I will say that the chaos season was actually pretty fun too. I can't say that so much with that, but definitely certification has made the season how do I put it? Definitely added some longevity to the season. I definitely wouldn't necessarily want this long term without some changes, of course. However, I do think that the idea is actually kind of cool. I wouldn't mind it being full time if it was maybe not as lucrative, such as uniques. Uniques kind of being part of, not unique, sorry, mythics being part of the equation might be a bit much. Okay. How to do this. Yeah, hilarious. I can do that. Hey, okay, that works. That works. Yeah. I guess that's all right. Except my chat's a bit smaller, so I'm gonna have to like deal with that. But I like looking at it this way. Like there's way less RNG to chaos unique than. Oh yeah, way less RNG. I guess the past few seasons have been pretty decent in terms of like ideas and like what they want to do. My biggest and also too, there's a lot of quality of life things. The masterworking and tempering and stuff like that is definitely on the better side of things. I just gotta. I wish they would do more with builds, like class balance, class builds and stuff. Like Rogue has been stuck on clone for forever, and ultimates being pretty much like the thing. And when I mean by ultimates, I mean it's either clone with every build, or you're playing Renovails or Death Trap. So basically, an ultimate in some case. You're dominated by ultimate skills at the moment, and like that will not change until the expansion, I'm sure. They either need to remove them from the pool or be a way to target them. Well, I mean, I think for the mythics, I mean, if they want to keep something like that long term, I think the mythics don't need to be a part of the pool. I think that is too much. But I do think that I think the aspects are actually kind of cool. That's it. Ready?
See some steel you need?
I had 3 GA win force. Yo, that's actually pretty sick win force. All the GAs rolled in the right spot. 93% chance. Yo, I haven't seen Bilal spawn in a minute. Alright, I'm gonna pick a different build. I build different boss.
See some steel you need.
What do you? Oh, we gotta whisper his ear.
It is done.
Let's go to Bala. We'll just pick. You know, I have not touched Asmodan like this entire year so far. I refuse.
Your efforts are for naught. I will drink this world in darkness.
Let's do beast. Which I get the beads. I feel like Blau's like the easiest boss for rain arrows to kill, just because he gets hit so many times with like a single wave. Because he's fat. many whatchamacallits do I have anyways? Okay, I got 90. I got plenty for me. Getting a lot of boots.
Greetings. How shall I guide my hammer?
Then the deck was out. What's going on? Kinda doesn't give it XP. Yeah, I know. There's been a theory as of why he doesn't. Because he no longer gives XP in the pit, which I think was actually intentional. They probably just coded aloud to just not give XP at all in general. By accident. But I think he was only supposed to not give XP in the pit. I don't think he wasn't supposed to give XP here. I don't know if we'll get a hotfix or anything for that, but
I forge more than horseshoes and nails. Better than starting from nothing.
at this point, though, in terms of Paragon is concerned, I don't have anything. Oh, whoops. Keep hitting the wrong button. Always keep hitting that button for Paragon. I have 19 points. Wait, did I not fill up my 100? Oh no, I didn't. Oh, that's right. I switched out specs. That's why. That's right. There's one or two more. Where? That one. Yep, that's this. Oh, I guess I can go to the maximum health over there. I need bosses that fat in the pit, man. Or the tower. I'm getting a lot of 2 GA gloves. Out of room.
My hammer sings on your return.
Oopsie. Happened twice. Yeah, multiple. There are plenty multiple LGA gloves for whatever reason. This Renovail's Barrage. Well, Barrage is really not a factor in this. It's just the spin energy. That's his only job. But Barrage doesn't deal any damage at all. This is like Renovail's one-to-one Renovail's with Beast Wall Boots. The non-push version. What? Three GA. 12 now. All the GAs and everything except for where I wanted. Alright, those are that. I think I might have enough peaceful boost for now. For today's synced. Do one more round of beasts and then we'll. Or doing beasts. Getting the beast stuff. Then I'll just do Harbinger, I think. for the crown and to boss world pan stuff. Oh, whoops. Oh, we got a whisper for Pit. I think I might do one.
Use it well.
Too short. It's fine. I spawned Bilal on accident, but that's fine. Yep, spawned Bilal on accident.
Sanctuary is my canvas. Your underestimation will be your demise.
Got it.
What's still got some good in it?
Alright, back to Bilal.
This stops nothing.
thought I was still stealth for that one. Doombringer. Wrong thing. I was gonna say, feels like the Crown of Lucian is like feels more rare than the other elm for some reason. I'm fishing for him. Just several pieces I don't have Sanks on. So one is Beastfall Boots. To Boss Will, I would like to have a better Sank on if I can. Crown of Lucian, same ordeal. Any Sank on Crown. I guess just the rest of the mythics. And I'm getting pieces I know I don't have good Sanks on, basically. But what up, man? To run in not ancestral gloves for our secret setup. I mean, I mean that's actually fine. I mean, if it wrote a decent enough aspect, it's not bad. Yeah, I feel you. Forgot I remember. Yeah, I mean the loop itself is actually kind of getting to me. There's only but so much I can do. But there's only but so much, or so many times I can do this kind of this type of gear chasing. I reset it. You barely finished the season with this gloves. Dash is about to be full. Should have put these Roto cons on the list section. Jewelry section. That gives room for these. Actually, I probably should just go ahead and say it. Get it over with. But before I do, I'm gonna go grab me a drink before my disappointment settles in. BRB. All right. Let's go ahead. See what we get. See, we'll start with. Actually, wait a minute. Did I pick up everything I wanted to pick up? Good. I'm gonna start with the beach first. Almost the 4 round. This part just takes so long. It is time. Quality. Graphics. Fix. Graphics. Added. Fix. Fix. Fix is the most common so far. Fix. Fix. Quality increase. Power added. FX. Quality. Graphics. Guess replace. Graphics. Replace. New FX. Quality. New FX and item quality. Sag. Next up. Well, I guess we'll do them all. Got this. One more beast fall on this pile. Yep.
Akarat's blessing on that one. I hope you appreciate that.
My demons are quiet here. Mostly.
Beautiful and handy. See some steel you need?
Still working. Project to get a chance of not shadow build using the new unique as topped out at a comfortable T4 farming build. Okay, fun and fast for number dungeons. Talking about 75 fit. I'm happy with it. Always knew it'd be pretty low build. Be better rumors. Oh, you don't have the expansion? And yeah, it would be because you have Cax. Like another 100% damage. It's like having a grandfather basically as a rune. How's a new unique feel to play with though, MA? Like the whole idea of like picking up the knives again. The daggers. You don't really notice it, really? Yeah, that's not that's not what I was expecting. They just fall and get lost in the screen clutter, and you pick them up as you're spinning around, kind of naturally. Okay, so you don't actively think about trying to pick them up, I guess. I'm assuming they have like a pretty decent pickup radius. Oh, I swapped them. I was like, wait a minute, what just happened with the boost?
Greetings. How shall I guide
I
my
think I got a little worried there. There we go. Just do a fix added. Grid affix. Legendary power added. The dark shroud. Actually, I actually may want to keep that. Although I think I have one of it, the 15% that has dark shroud on it too, in case I get something different on pants. Legendary power added. Same. Quality increase. New affix. New affix. Quality. Affix. Quality. Affix. Place. Affix. Should probably be looking at some of these new affixes, even if they don't have anything. Like the main thing I want, if it's like a slight upgrade over what I already got, could be decent enough for now. Okay, so I got Shaco on the pants. Technically speaking, I have Shaco on my air, but it means I have to use a crown with the dark shroud, which I guess is that things right here. Sure. Yes. Hold on. I mean, it's something, but definitely not what I was looking for. Give me new affix added. New affix. Texture place. Here's to affix. Okay. Okay, let me take a look at my other helm that has it in there randomly. This one. Okay, so this is 12. Oh, I didn't even masterwork this one. I just do something on it. All right, so I guess this would be an upgrade. And then okay. So if I was doing the Beastfall, the Shard Rathio version, then this would be the way I would do it. I would go to Boss Will. These to Bob pants. This helm. Because of course I would lose Dark Shroud. Yeah, so guess you figure out that combination. So but if I was to do that route, then if I have that there, then that means I have to go like I really need to get the Starless somewhere. On the regular setup, not setup. Just ran Nightmare Dungeon just to make sure. They don't physically drop. It's just a proc, really. I thought I saw like in the video that they showed that there were knives on the ground, and you kind of just ran over and picked them up. But I mean, of course you wouldn't know better in that way because you're actually playing it. You're getting the buff within the counter of 3. Okay. Do you have your clutter on low in terms of your graphical setting? Because that could technically do it as well.
Yes, I have wares.
So it might not be showing up because you might have like your clutter settings on low. It'd be kind of funny if you were like missing, like just say hypothetically maybe you were missing a couple of knives on accident like on the ground. I don't really know how, like I never actually like played with those pants yet. It'd be kind of funny if you turn it on and then you realize you were actually missing some missing some knives or whatever. Not funny, but like it'd be an interesting thing. I doubt they would code it like that to make it, to where people can't miss it. But I guess that's just what comes to mind, I guess. If that has a very low cooldown value. All right, last round of syncs before I call it. This is meant to be a short stream anyways. It's more so testing my the new stream suite from Edom software. Make sure I'd like just to see how that actually would that be a smoother experience for my PC for streaming. Had an initial crash earlier, but I haven't had any like stutters or troubles since then. So I don't know how I feel about it quite yet. Item quality increase. Graphics. On your decks. I already have a decent amount. FX replace. graphics. Legendary power added. Oh wait, is this on a? This is on a 750, dude. I mean, technically it isn't. Oh man, if this was like on the 800 item, then that roll would have been higher, like maybe like 140 ish. Well, I say 150 is really what it really at the top end would have been. So like, but looking at that range and where it landed, probably would have been like 140 ish. Ironically enough, though, this is actually not bad. The hard part would be is figuring out the double damage. What I lose, I gain in the for her. So I can kind of make that work. I can squeeze that somewhere. Really, just wish I would have rolled on the 800 though. But that's okay. It's still like hella good. Only thing is like now, how do I fit that in with stuff I'm already using? Because I've already rolled for her on stuff. Like here, for example. I guess I would trade this out anyways for a shard on the push version, so. But really you want the fur on like the two-hander though. What am I missing here? Was it conceded? Alright, so I'm missing conceded. I'll throw in a conceded. Do I have a conceded weapon so I can throw this on? But then I would have to redo this anyway. Instead of going for damage for Darsha, I have to go with double. Granite rails deal double damage. Actually, yeah, I do. I would have to roll double damage on it. Okay, well, we got some prospects. I'll put it that way. Got some prospects. We did get a Shaco on the Tabot's will, which means I have to move the Dust Shroud and the Crown, which I guess that works. That kind of works. It also means I need to find something to do with my ring game too as well, because I ain't got nothing on my ring. Either it's a prox or your Xbox Series S is filtering it. Yeah, I don't even have the pants to like test, but I swore I saw them. I would see them like drop on the ground and then you can pick them back up. Yeah, and of course I didn't keep any of those pairs of pants. I don't think my cooldown will, whoops. I don't think my cooldown would be an issue here. I'm just saying, it's fine. I get the buff. I guess yeah. I guess that's all that really matters at the end, right? Guess should I sanctify some swords then? How many do I have left anyway? That's like worth. So if I do a sword, I should probably try to either try to go for conceited, or should I try to go for accelerating and then hope for like something like conceited? Because like neither one of my swords got anything on them. Well, this one does. Well, no, it does not. I guess it gets be just conceited. Actually, it can roll. Because there's still edge masters too, right? So edge masters can still roll somewhere. I don't think I ever got an edge master sync. I guess edge masters wouldn't be a terrible multiplier to have since I do cast from full energy. Actually, no, I don't. Do I? I do not. Because Barrage spends the energy whenever else brings back the energy. I actually don't even know. Yeah, I actually don't even know how that works. Cause I'm casting from 0 energy, so I actually don't think edge masters work. I'm casting with like no energy and then the field back the energy. No, so I don't really think that even is like relevant. All right, so to make this work though, I have 25% double damage, 50% there. So I would just need another 25% sword to make that work. So I guess I'll stay on a little longer and try to finagle something here. And then like actually play with the next stream. We'll do several swords. Got looking on the Azurath and got Vehement Brawl on it, using it for dancing that build for cold damage and chill. I couldn't imagine Azurath doing much damage for you though, at least not in that setup. But you know, getting an aspect on it though. I mean, maybe. All right, we'll actually give this a try. I got a lot of whatchamacallits to do on it, but
Are your hands clean? Look, but don't touch.
I'm gonna take a gamble and roll accelerating. Hoping for something like conceited. Don't you want a Pajig on bow for the 200? Of course I do. That's just not what I rolled. I mean, I'm gonna keep this because this is the best I've gotten for an amulet. But I mean, if the game gave me it on a 2-hand crossbow, then yeah, I would take it. But only as a saint. I wouldn't roll it. Like I wouldn't roll it the Apogee for her as aspect on it. Like yeah, so like now yeah, because like having arrow storms on a 2-hander because the damage is consistent is it gives you a better base for her to scale off of, if that makes sense. Just keep in mind, like for her gives you know it's like 10% to 100% bonus, or I guess on the 2-hander 20% to 200% bonus, right? So, but if your scaling is weak at its base, then like you're scaling off of something that's like weak. That's why I'd rather have something that is beefy, that's also really beefy on a two-hander, and then scale for her off of it. But if I can get arrow storms and for her on here, that'd be great. But that has not happened quite yet. So, I mean, I can keep trying to keep going. See if I get lucky enough to roll something like that. I don't know how many crossbows I like that are actually decent. Might have to just go to a bow if I can't find the crossbow for that. So we got a crossbow there. I'm trying to keep the, like, if I'm gonna do a crossbow too as well, like I kind of really want the big dex value, so I really want the GA on the dex. But I don't think I kept that many. I did for bows though, it seems like. Might have to just, not that bows are bad, but like the is that like on the push version, like the extra attack speed doesn't really, the extra attack speed from the bow doesn't really do much. Speed farm variant, sure, but the but for the push it does not. Yeah, I don't have that many crossbows. Actually, let me put the bows back up then for now. Yeah, I guess I can try this too. Same for this one. Even though I really want the GA on the text so bad. I did this one too as well. All right, yeah, all right, we'll do crossbows first. I'm hold on to this one though, just in case. Now if I get like a Starless Skies on here or something like that, you know, banger.
Akarat's blessing on
I
them.
keep forgetting I can roll more than one socket. Matter of the tempers now. Start with what was it? Dash production. Do I have the scrolls for this? Actually didn't even think about it. I sure as hell didn't think about it. Oh, 63 scrolls. I might. Almonds. He said, how come you have less viewers now than Clip This? He got more viewers now. He streams more and makes more content. He does a lot of YouTube videos now. And his YouTube videos are definitely picking up a lot of traction now, as he's being more recognized as like a general content creator versus just a barbarian content creator. And so you have he's starting getting more of a casual audience coming around, and he also streams a lot more than I do now too. I've been pretty busy and not streaming nearly as much as I used to. So it makes sense. Plus, he's a really cool guy. I feel like you kind of already knew those things, though. But that is what happens when you're not consistent. Yeah. I'm getting worried that I don't have the scrolls to kind of make these attempts. Because you have to hit the GA on the thing, though. And my luck is not. This is rough. There you go. Probably because you also didn't play Paladin. There is that too. I actually kind of forgot about that. That is a pretty big factor. Everyone's really looking for Rogue. What's the best ways to get scrolls or restoration? Is that actually hordes? Because I feel like I never really had a lot, but I barely like sanctified like regular legendaries. So Clips got raided by Rob too. Okay, I mean I think even without the raid, he normally like has a few more viewers than I do. Maybe not a lot more, but he definitely like. This is his time of night too, as well. I think whatchamacallit was trying to spark up something, but it's not gonna work here. Is he really in front of hordes here for the scrolls? I kind of forgot where scrolls drop. Like I know I get them sometimes, but I forget where I get them from. I think it's like the chests or something, or the seasonal chest thingy or whatever. That takes a while to fill. Hey, I mean, at least that gives me a reason to do hordes. Seasonal cash. There you go. That's what I was trying to say. Super Mike, what's going on? And world boss. Yeah, I should probably do more world bosses too. So I have 15 more scrolls. I guess I don't really need to roll. I guess on a sword though, I wouldn't need to roll. Hold on, let me see. Why I might be wrong in my projection here. Okay, so I actually don't need to. Oh, okay. That G8, okay. Like these don't need the GA at all. They just need to roll like closer to the top end. They don't need the GA like the whatchamacallits do. We're boss in less than 7 minutes. Okay, that will help. That's good enough. Yeah, because it'd be like, what is it, 25? Just yeah. So yeah, I don't need to roll anything high. I just needed to reach 100. That's good enough. So I guess I could sanctify more swords than I thought, knowing this. I don't have to waste scrolls. But I'm getting the GAs though. When I don't really want, I don't really again when I don't really care for them right now. But I couldn't get them on my two-hander. Good enough. Okay, so now I gotta. For the master working, I do want to hit the decks. Just reroll it. Just reroll it off. Oh, come on. Wait. Come on. Hit everything but decks. This is one of those. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so I got for her on my my Word of Hakan Picha. But it was on the 750 Word of Hakan. So like I feel like I was kind of robbed a little bit, unfortunately. Like this really should have been like 140 if it was an 800 item. But it's not a bad Word of Hakan. Like when you think about it, like I got enough render rails cooldown. It's got 50% on the multiplier for the distance or whatever. So it's a pretty nice upgrade considering if I can move things around, right? Compared to what I've had before. But I am a little salty that it is like 120. Like just a little salty. Just because it's like, man, if that would have rolled on like any 800 amulet I was keying in, that would have been like, you know, easily 140. 140, 142. And I wouldn't care as much trying to get it on like a two-hand crossbow or something. But how much time until world boss now? 4 minutes or so. I'm not gonna sank before world boss, but I do want to at least get my master workings done before then. 2 minutes. Okay, maybe I might not be able to. I'll accept dex or damage per Dark Shroud. Get that picky here. Alright. Dex, okay. The dex would be stronger if it was a GA dex though. I'm probably pushing it for the world boss right now. Yeah, 40 seconds. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I gotta enchant and then throw an aspect on it and then synced. I got the RGB colors on the on the screen. Northern, what's going on? Gambling stream. How do I like sanctification? I mean, it's pretty much half of what you do in this season. I mean, I like and dislike it. I mean, I think it's really wild for a season theme in a good way. I feel like if they were it's kind of hard to imagine like playing the game without it now, in a sense. I don't think it should be there in the way that it is currently. Like, I would remove mythics from the pool or whatever. I think that's just kind of like a little too wild. However, it does kind of help extend the season. But I do hope that the farming loop will be a little bit more exciting, I guess you could say, while trying to do this. Mahil was gonna was better, 3,000 dex or 2,000 dex, but with update Sky Hunter with 1,000 critical strike damage. The 3,000 dex. 1,000 dex beats out 1,000 crit damage, considering all else equal. Because you're gonna have way more additive damage than you will dexterity, most likely. So that 1,000 dex is definitely worth more. I don't know how you got. How do you have an extra 1,000 dex? That's my question. GA max life, exploit malice, and roll vigil on DTA and sacrifice it and got a fix. Replace a fix on Frigid with RCR. Oh man, the one that you spent so much gold re-rolling. That is awful. That's so bad. I don't know. I don't know if I'd play the rest of the season if that happened to me, man. That's tragic. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. So many sigils. It's not bad. I think I'm actually done with the shard stuff. Hold on, let me double check. I think actually you know what? Maybe not actually, because I think my shard, I think the good shard that I have actually might have for her on it, and if my amulet has for her, then that's a problem. So I might need to get another shard. Now that I think about it. Oh no, this one has conceded on it. Okay. No. Yeah, we're good. I'm good. Because I mean I'm not gonna get much better now on the shard anyway, so this will work. Appreciate it though. Because I don't see myself getting conceding on any other pieces though. That I would like keep.
It is done.
Okay, now I gotta go. Alright, so we're gonna enchant and throw aspects. Sanct, see what we get. Cry a little. In stream. Rinse and repeat on Thursday. Alright. Okay, so we need to turn. The life. Okay, we need to turn it to crit damage, or that's fine. Okay, enchant. We're gonna do a stellar rating here. Right, let's do a stellar rating on all these real quick.
Masterful work.
So now it's a chant. Oh, guess we're good here. That line didn't age too well. Fortunately. I don't like the I mean, I think it's neat that we have the, you know, I have 4 affixes now, but like the fact that we have, there really isn't much like many affixes to choose from. It just makes having 4 affixes just kind of like on a weapon kind of boring. Still. I assume that's going to be addressed in the expansion. That's the assumption. Print aspect. We're gonna do, what was it? Vengeful. Yeah, vengeful. They want to be different from
Impeccable.
Oh, did anyone see the big spat between Mikey Barra, the former president for Blizzard, and the director for No Rest of the Wicked? They were like they were taking shots at each other in the games or whatever on X, on Twitter. If you haven't read about it or read up on it, you definitely should. It's a worthwhile back and forth read. Because they both make valid points. In terms of, like, they both make very valid points about the blows that they're throwing. Oh, I didn't do the enchants for the crossbows yet. Boy, it takes so long to prep the legendaries correctly. Overpower damage, I guess. Actually, can I roll? Yeah, I forget. Yeah, it's just damage I can roll. That's it. Cost reduction. Oh, this one's not even that great. This one's also not that great either. It's taking it. This one's fine. Don't gotta touch. Alright, I think we hit. I think we covered all the bases. Just time to sync. See what happens. We'll start with 2-handers. Item quality increase. Graphics added. Per chance. Item quality increase. New affix. Greater affix. Okay, and crossbow again. Alright, no luck on the crossbows. Do the sword. No. No. Area power added. Oh man. See, Had I had something different on a crossbow, this would actually work. Which makes me want to hold on to it, I guess. But that is pretty sad. So I had that on a 2-hand crossbow. Alright. New affix added. Affix added. Item quality increase. Okay. Well, it's funny because it's like as you continue to try to get something, you get something that could work, but then it means you have to redo all the pieces you already did that worked out well to fit in the new pieces. And you're just like crap. So like you hold on to all these like unfinished pieces, right? Like they're just kind of there because it's like, well, maybe if I get a roll here on something here that's a little different here, right? Let me see something anyways. Let me see if accelerating actually makes a big difference. Let's see. Pick up the item. Okay, yeah, that absolutely makes a difference. Especially on the crossbow. Yeah, that feels quite a bit better. I'm actually curious to see what that feels like on a bow. Not it. Is it this one? That's not it. This must be it. Behemoth on it. Okay. That kind of does feel. I mean, that feels pretty slick. Although there is some hiccups though. I don't know if it's just like if consumer can keep up with. There's definitely some hiccups, but I'm wondering if it's because Conceited can't like keep up. Yeah, there's a little hiccup there with the crossbow. regular bow though. That is a lot of rain. But it does. There are times where there's like a slight hiccup though. Which makes it like which makes you wonder if this breakpoint is worth worth getting to. There's a test. So I want accelerating in the build, but I kind of wanted it as like a sync. But I've had no luck in like seeing it as a sync. So I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just slot it and then hope for another multiplier as a sync instead, like the other way around. So I never actually played the build with accelerating aspect before, so I just kind of want to see what it felt like to just throw accelerating on the training dummy, and it's a pretty massive difference in terms of how it feels. I mean, it's real. Like, look at that. I mean, it's like super nimble. And even with the two-hand crossbow, like now the two-hand crossbow feels like a bow. And you throw on accelerator, because this is what the bow felt like without accelerating. So you get the meatiness of the two-hand crossbow, but you get the speed of the bow. But at this breakpoint, though, there are times where I don't get a cast because my energy is kind of waiting to come up, and it gets dropped sometimes. So like it's not as consistent on the bow. So, but you hear how it drops sometimes, like when I'm using the bow versus when I'm using the crossbow. It's like streamlined. It's like very consistent. But the bow's trying to play catch up. What's going on, sir? Yeah, like with the crossbow, you barely ever hear that skip. But with the bow, you do. But you know what this oddly can be good for? Savage, what's going on? You know what that skip might be good for, though? Alex? Ironically, that skip actually might be good to run precision with. Because you know how the 1-on-1 we can't really see whether or not we're on rotation? Well, that skip might allow us to be on rotation sometimes and then be off rotation sometimes, be on rotation sometimes without having to do anything. So you won't get like in that case scenario, you might not get 180%, which is every other, but you might get, I don't know, like 90, 100, maybe 120% on like best case scenario, which is still a little bit better than like victimized if you think about it. Problem is that it'll be kind of hard for me to tell with how fast I'm attacking. Like I would have to like take this part of my stream or whatever and then like put it in like a video editor to see if the skip puts me into precision territory Like, will the skip actually like technically skip the rotate, to the rotation, and out of the rotation. Okay, that was a lot of skips. I don't know. It didn't seem like it was doing that when I was watching it, but I have enough data to clip that part of my stream and then put it in the video editor to find out. But yeah, I like a like for the 1-to-1. Obviously, you can't do accelerating with the push version, obviously, but with the non-push, I kind of like the accelerating with the two-hand crossbow a lot. Leon, what's going on? And this way, you don't have to change the weapon. Like if you want to push, you just go two-hand crossbow from 1-to-1 to two-hand crossbow with the push setup. So that stays consistent. Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to play the puzzle piece game again because I got something on the amulet here. I would much rather have her elsewhere, but I mean that's really not. That's not horrible. Talking about shard. Yeah, shard with two-hand crossbow. Yeah. Because I mean, the only thing you would change out would be, well, I'm not saying the only thing, but like, because you have to change out one aspect, and to put the shard in, so you have to kind of figure out which sword you want to remove. But you just remove you put the shard in for one sword, and then you go with Penitent Greaves instead of Beastfall Boots, and then like, swap to Precision, and then you're done. For the most part, Paragon Board stays the same. Your rune stays the same. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I told you. I need to actually update this on the website. So I dropped Cervex and went with Yulzan because we can actually keep up, especially with more attack speed. We can keep up. We got a good amount of overpower cast, and since we do spend a lot of cooldown quite quickly, you can even see it here. You see this little bubble here? Like it's constantly like proccing. You see a lot of orange, right? Like you see orange coming up like a lot. So I'm getting a lot of Renovero's overpower proc. So that is a bit stronger than Cervex. Now of course, Zancax is still going to be what it is, but Yul Zan is what you want. If you can swing that. Yeah. Only thing is that, you know, Yule and Zan are both legendary runes, right? So starting to build off Cervex might be a little easier to build at the start. But yeah, but this works. This is definitely a little bit better than Cervex. But that is today's stream. We got some interesting prospects, I guess you could say, for Sanks. Not anything that we were looking for to try to get, but potential upgrades if I could fit the puzzle pieces elsewhere. So, but I guess that is the that is the grind this season. All for the tower. Where's he in? Yep, Peachy. See if I can find somebody to raid here. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. Clips did get that raid. Panda's still streaming. I assumed I'd see less people streaming right now after the Goblin event. It looks like he kind of like, I won't say just started, but he normally streams like 9-10 hour streams. So yeah, we'll hit him up. I wonder if I can do the raid command from my stream thing. If that works. I don't think that works. Did it work? It did not work. Nope, because it didn't. The thing. All right. We'll do it from here. So, again, got some interesting prospects. The stream crashed at the beginning, without any errors or anything like that. However, it remained really stable the rest of the time. So, I don't know how I feel about this whole Atom stream suite thing. Whatever, I will give it a couple of more shots and kind of see how it goes. But other than that, I will see y'all most likely on Thursday. Enjoy, Panda. You said still using Zancax, Pog, Zan. Have to swap them. Yeah, Zancax. Yeah, Zancax is good, but yeah, swap Pox for Yule. Yule does a better job than Pog does. For Zan. Sure. And yeah, enjoy, Panda. I will see y'all later. As always, till next time.
Hey, Dioxide, I appreciate the